What's up, guys? It's your boy Barca Boy 103. Today we're gonna be doing the match preview for Barcelona versus Osasuna in La Liga, our third La Liga match in the space of a week. The games have been coming in thick and fast, but of course Barcelona have that main target in mind, and that is of course to win the league title. We are marginally away from securing it mathematically, only a few games to go, and one of those games of course is Osasuna. It will be a difficult match, but it should be one that Barcelona pick up all 3 points in. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get the 200 likes in this video. Be very much appreciated. And also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Kickoff time for this match will be taking place at 7:30 p.m. local time. Very weird kickoff time. It is a bit earlier than usual, but this match will be taking place at the beautiful Spotify Camp Nnou, and the referee for this match has also been confirmed. On the pitch, it will be Javier Iglesias Villanueva, and on the VAR, it will be Ricardo de Borgas. Let's start off by taking a look at the league table, where Barcelona currently sit top of La Liga on 76 points. After playing 32 matches, we have 25 wins, 4 draws, 3 losses. Look at our last 5 games in the league. 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. Not really good recent form, but we are of course 11 points clear of second place Real Madrid on 68 points. After playing 32 matches, they have 21 wins, 5 draws, 6 losses. Their last 5 games in the league is 2 losses and 3 wins. Atletico Madrid 2 points behind them. We're 13 points clear of them. And then you have of course Real Sociedad in 4th place. Now currently, as things stands, if Barcelona beat Osasuna on Tuesday and Real Madrid draw or lose in their match against Real Sociedad on the same day, I believe they kick off right after our game concludes, then Barcelona can win the league in the next match away at Espanyol. That is crazy. Again, Real Madrid will be playing Real Sociedad tomorrow at the Anoeta as well. Big opportunity here for Barcelona. Can Real Madrid drop points in that match? Absolutely. Although their Anoeta record is way better than us. You're facing, of course, you look at the league table, you're facing 4th place against 2nd place. Yes, the gap is point-wise is quite big, 10 points, but on paper it's still the 2nd best team in the league facing the 4th best team in the league. And if Real Madrid drop points and we win, we can then secure the league title with a win against Espanyol. How crazy would that be? And also on top of that, we could relegate Espanyol as well and send them to the Segunda Division. So Barcelona, huge opportunity here on the table. They must go out there and beat Osasuna, not only just because we want to win this league title, but also we want to win it in fantastic fashion. Now, if you take a look at our opponents in Osasuna and where they're currently standing in the league table, they are currently sat in 8th place in La Liga on 44 points. After playing 32 matches, they do have 12 wins, 8 draws, and 12 losses. Look at their last 5 games in the league, same recent form as Real Madrid, 3 wins and 2 losses. Overall this season, Osasuna have been absolutely flying as they've been competing for those European spots for the majority of the season. Let's now take a look at our opponents in Osasuna. Like I just mentioned, so far this season, they're having absolutely fantastic season, competing for those European spots, and have been one of the brighter and upcoming and surprising sides in La Liga this season. The last time we did play them was away from home during November, of course the final match before the World Cup break, where Barcelona did win 2-1. What a game this was. David Garcia scored from a corner kick very early on. Lewandowski red card in the 30th minute, which of course he got that 4-game suspension from. But second half, Barcelona turned it around. Pedri right after the break, and then Raphinha at the death. Beautiful ball over the top from Frankie de Jong. Barcelona nearly won that match, but during that time though, Osasuna were still playing very well. I think they were in 5th place, 4th place, somewhere around there, so they have been playing very well. So we did beat a very strong Osasuna side, with of course being a man down as well. Now if you take a look at Osasuna's last 5 matches in all competition, in their last match they lost 2-0 to Real Sociedad, they beat Cádiz 1-0, they beat Real Betis 3-2, they lost to Rayo Vallecano 2-1, and they also beat Elche 2-1. 1. So let's now take a look at the last 3 matches in all competition. Firstly is the 3-2 win against Betis. This was a big win for them. More specifically though, a big loss for Betis as they tried to push for Real Sociedad for that Champions League spot. In this match, it was a very end-to-end, very even game as well. You have two teams. Of course, the quality is different. I think Betis on paper are a way better side than Osasuna, but the quality and form of the season showed very even matchup. It was end-to-end, but it was a Budimir brace that gave Osasuna the 3 big points. Next up is their 1-0 win against Cadiz. Of course, Cadiz being one of the lower teams in the league. Ruben Garcia scoring a goal is actually a great shot from, I think, 20-21 yards outside the box. It was in the middle of the second half as well. It was a tight game, of course, facing lower opposition. I think Cadiz at the time were, on good momentum. They were hitting the bar. They were getting some chances. Of course, they were the home team. But in the end, Osasuna kept their strong defense and they walked away with all 3 points. And lastly, their final match in all competition was a 2-0 loss to Real Sociedad at home. Very even game again, but it was Real Sociedad who were more clinical on the night. Takekubo getting a goal. I think their first goal was scored by Mikel Oyarzabal. Osasuna had some opportunities in this match, but mainly the defense wasn't that great, and they leaked those goals. I think Takekubo scored at the 90th minute anyway, so it's 1-0 for the majority of the match. Very even game, but in the end, Osasuna couldn't break them down. So overall, final thoughts on Osasuna. They're having a great season. They're a very strong team, and they're very well managed by the manager Jagoba Arrasate. He's having a great season. I think he's brought Osasuna from when they were relegated, brought them up as a relegation candidate team, mid-table, and now in the upper half of the league as well. He's a great coach, and of course he has beaten Barcelona a few times, so he knows that feeling. But his record at the Camp Nnou is very poor. Now, in terms of players to look out for Osasuna, there are quite a few. I would say David Garcia in defense. He's been playing very well. Ruben Garcia in midfield. Avila up front. Budimir, of course, he's that tall Zlatan Giroud, Luke de Jong type striker. Very strong in the air. Very good team. Of course, even Moy Gomez in the midfield as well. But of course, I think their main threat, especially in a match where you're playing a big team like Barcelona, is Abde, who of course is our player. He's currently out on loan at Osasuna, but there's 2 reasons why he cannot play this game. Number 1, there is a penalty fee. There is a clause that Barcelona have put in his contract that if he plays against Barcelona, Osasuna will have to pay, I believe, 300,000 euros to us, so that's a plus. Secondly, he's on a red card, so he's not playing regardless. I think he got sent off 2 matches ago, straight red. I think a 3-game suspension, maybe 2, but 2 stipulations there why Abde will not be playing tomorrow. But I still think that Barcelona will find it very easy in this match for one reason, and that's because this weekend Osasuna will have probably the biggest game in their history. They are in the Copa del Rey final against Real Madrid. Fucking should have been us, but nonetheless, this could be a big opportunity for Barcelona. Will we see Jagoba Arrasate rotate a lot, rest all his big play? Of course, La Liga have played midweek last weekend, then midweek again. We played 3 games in a week. Does he want to really risk any of his players? That's going to be the big question mark. And I also do think, whether you accept the fact or not, Osasuna will have one eye on the Copa del Rey final, and that could be a big advantage for Barcelona. Let's now take a look at the squad list. The squad list for this match has been released and confirmed, and it is as follows: Ter Stegen, Araujo, Busquets, Dembele, Pedri, Lewandowski, Ansu Fati, Varane, Inaki Peña, Christensen, Alonso, Jordi Alba, Kessie, De Jong, Raphinha, Kounde, Eric Garcia, Balde, and Gavi, Pablo Torre, Arnau Tenas, and Lamine Yamal. So from the last squad list, no changes whatsoever. It is a fully fit first team, barring, of course, the injured Sergi Roberto, who, of course, if he was fit, Lamine Yamal probably would not be in the squad list. So barring Roberto, who will be out for the rest of the season, most likely could return last game if he's lucky. We do have a fully fit first team. Now, of course, with there only being around 6 to 5 games left of the La Liga season, yellow card suspension is something very important to look out for. And going into this match, Barcelona, there are 5 players who are 1 yellow card away from suspension. Those 5 players are Alejandro Balde, Pablo Gavi, who's now on his 2nd round of yellow card suspensions, Franck Kessie, Ferran Torres, and of course Ousmane Dembele, who of course picked up that 4th yellow card before his massive injury. So if any of these players pick up a yellow card in this match, they will be suspended for the crucial match, not this weekend coming up, but the following weekend away at Espanyol. Time now to get into Xavi's press conference reaction. This press conference this morning, of course, he was asked a lot of questions from the media about the current season, the Copa del Rey final, the match, of course, summer, Lamine Yamal. He was throwing questions left, right, and center. So let's see what the Gav had to say this morning in the presser. He came out saying we don't know what their lineup will be. They will play the biggest match probably in their history on Saturday, and they maybe will rotate. It will be a difficult rival whoever plays. There are 3 vital points for us. Again, Xavi making a great point. We could see Osasuna maybe do a full rotation, risk their whole entire first Gala 11 for the match on the weekend in the cup final. We have to achieve it now, and we're very in a good moment. We want to win the league right now. Winning tomorrow and having a good feeling would be very important. We have to be more consistent and show our identity of the last day, of course, in the last match against Betis. Then he was asked about Lamine Yamal, saying that he's a calm person who touches his feet on the ground. He's intelligent. He hardly loses the ball. He associates well. He is cheerful and positive. I don't think he will have any problems to manage it. Lamine also has a well-furnished head and he is focused. The idea is that he'll be in our dynamics and can participate because I see conditions for him to play in the first team currently. Then he was asked about Lewandowski, saying that he's recovering sensationally, not only because of his goals, he also associates well. He hasn't taken a step forward. There are moments when you are not so fine, but he has played very well in the last 2 games, and the season has been brilliant for him. Then he was asked, who do you want to win the cup final on Saturday? He said that, well, I won't answer you. You know it's going to be a very, very easy answer. He said Osasuna, but very bluntly. Then he continued on by saying that I would like to win as soon as possible, and whether or not Barcelona can win the league against Espanyol or at home against Sociedad, I will be there for that. He said that, look, I want to win it as soon as possible. I am very excited about it. Club needs it. The team, the staff, the players. It would be a great season. The sooner we can win it, it's better. But if it fits in the cornea, we cannot choose. You have to win as soon as possible. So Xavi is saying, look, if we can win against Espanyol away, great. But we just want to win it and wrap it up as soon as possible. Until now, we are leaders because we have been a block, a family. All the players have prioritized the team, and that's how we won the Super Cup, and that's how we achieved 11-point margin in the league over Real Madrid. We'll decide the end of the season, of course, on Abde's form at the moment at Osasuna. Abde has been traded a lot. I'm very happy with his loan at Osasuna. He's done very well. He's worked hard. We've also made the difference in many games. He has a great talent and he has good conditions. It all depends on his mentality. There's asked about Real Madrid, of course, how Ancelotti has basically guaranteed that Barcelona's going to win the league in his last press conference and congratulated Barcelona on that. He said, look, we've always congratulated Madrid last year. Football professionals, we know that normally the league is won by the best. The numbers are there. KO competitions are more unfair. It hasn't been won yet, but I'd like to thank Ancelotti for his words. Then again, asked about Osasuna, maybe rotation tomorrow. Said, I don't know what Hogaba will do. They will have a cup final in the mind. I've already said it. Perhaps it's the most important game in their history. So we hope that everything is going well. The situation is quite under control, especially when we talk about his mind and his setup. Barcelona, he wants to succeed here. He doesn't think about anything else, and that's why I'm calm, because he wants to be here. Everything's important, ending with a good feeling and making a general diagnosis of the players. Even if we win the league, the games that remain will still be important. And he's asked about his coaching, how he's feeling now. He said, I'm enjoying it. From January to here, my feeling as a coach is that I'm enjoying it. Before, I was more suffering than enjoying it, but it's part of the process. There's no other option but to work and insist. From the inside, we are greatly valuing the fact that we've won the league and the Spanish Super Cup. Whether or not Madrid win the Copa del Rey and the Champions League, we will be happy with our season. Given the chance, of course, it is better to win the league at home, but the sooner we can be the champions, the better. We want to be as soon as possible champions, and you cannot choose when you can do it. It is true that we have to improve, especially in the KO competitions. We have not been able to have the level that we required to compete in the team, like in Barcelona. Yes, it would be fair for me if it's the best team in the world. They have the best coach in the world, and his football is a mirroring image of us right now, and it would be a fair treble on Man City, of course, possibly in the treble this season. Then asked about Pedri in Independencia. He said the problem is that Pedri's a special and different player. I wish we could have 2 or 3 Pedris in our team, but we have to improve collectively even when we can't count on him or other important players in the team, like for example Ousmane Dembele. He was then asked about Ansu Fati. He said that Ansu Fati is, fine. He's calm. And the other day, he was very good when he came out and played the last, I think, 20 minutes, half an hour of the match against Betis. Then asked about Raphinha, whether him and Dembele can play on the same team. So that Raphinha is very important for us. And they have played together matches with Dembele. And Raphinha is having a fantastic season. In a team like Barca that is exposed defensively with a high line, we have been in spectacular defense. I'm very happy for Mark if he ends up succeeding, of course, the clean sheet record. I don't know yet. You want to ask me questions about next year. We haven't even decided what's happening this year. We'll plan the season once the season ends. And finally, Xavi was asked about the signing of Andreas Christensen and whether or not he's been the best Barcelona signing in the past few years. That look, he's an extraordinary defender, and with the way that we play, he understands it, and even could be a midfielder playing at the back. An extraordinary signing, very, very positive. And that concluded Xavi's press conference reaction. Had a match against Osasuna tomorrow. Let's now get into the lineup prediction. We're going to start with the manager, of course, Xavi Hernandez. I'm going to try my best to predict this lineup. I think it will actually be very, very easy to predict. And you know why? Because I think Xavi will pick the exact same lineup he picked against Betis on the weekend. I think he'll go with Ter Stegen in goal, a back four of Kounde, Araujo, Christensen, and Alejandro Balde, midfield three of Busquets, De Jong, and Pedri, and a front three of Raphinha, Lewandowski, and Gavi. He could start Dembele, don't think he will, and honestly, I cannot see him making any changes in any way, shape, or form. I think he will pick the exact same team. I'm not going to dwell on it, and that's not anything that Xavi Hernandez was left for this match, but of course, in the comments down below, let me know what you think Xavi's going to go with. Now I'm going to show you guys my lineup, what I would do if I was a Barcelona coach, and I have made one change from Xavi's lineup prediction, and I would risk it for the biscuit. I would start Ousmane Dembele in this match. 100% I would not play for the full game. I would give him an hour because I want him to be fully fresh, match rhythm, ready to go for the match away against Espanyol. Whether we can win the league or not, I want a win in that game, and Dembele will be very, very vital to have that result in the match. So I played Dembele for an hour, let him get that match rhythm up. He played, I think, 20 minutes, 25 minutes against Betis. Give him an hour now, and then slowly but surely he can play full 90 minutes. So I would start them boosting this game. I think Xavi, though, will keep it very, very conservative. He'll probably bring on Dembele at halftime, maybe at the hour mark, and give him half an hour, like fully, instead of the 25 minutes he got last time. But personally, if I was a manager, I would risk Ousmane Dembele, and that's the line that I would select for this match. But of course, in the comments down below, let me know if you'd rather pick my lineup or Xavi's lineup. Time now for my score prediction. What do I believe the result will be in this match? I think this will be a very, 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 very comfortable win for Barcelona. I think Barcelona will win this match by 3-0 because I do believe that Osasuna will make maybe not a full gala rotation, but definitely 5 or 4 rotations with one eye on the Copa del Rey final. It's the biggest match in their history. They're going to stay up. They're not going to get Europe. What's the point of going to try and get a win at the Camp Nou for no reason whatsoever? I think that'll play a big, big factor. Also, we are at home. We finally have our full team fit. We've had a great game against Betis 4-0, so I see Barcelona emulating that result, even though Betis were down to 9 men at some point, early red card as well. But I think with the Osasuna having the one game on the cup final, I think we will see them rotate, and that's why I think Barcelona, and of course Barcelona's going to play full strength, and that's why I've gone Barcelona winning this match by 3-0. But of course, in the comments down below, let me know what you think the scoreline will be. So that's a match preview for Barcelona versus Osasuna in La Liga. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. But the main thing I want to first say, of course, is your score prediction, and secondly, on those lineups. First, you'd rather pick my lineup or Xavi's lineup. What do you think Xavi would go with? What would you go if you're the manager? Leave me all your thoughts down below, and of course, make sure to subscribe down below as well if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along. Set the reminder on the screen and come and join and watch the game with me. Follow after the match by match review. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Big game ahead. Absolutely nothing but the 3 points. Take care and Forza Barca.